So, following the YouTube advertiser boycott, YouTube has recently stated that it will not be monetizing YouTube channels until they reach 10,000 or 10K channel lifetime views. While I think this is definitely a step in the right direction, it's not necessarily in the creator's best interests. And yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it actually, helps creators on their way, especially ones that are starting up. I don't think it sends the right message. So I'm going to be discussing some of that. How's it going, guys? And welcome to another exhilarating episode of Yana's Online, the show that talks about random things in geek and internet culture. And today's bit of randomness is regarding the new YouTube partner program rules, the ones specifically that tells you need 10,000 lifetime channel views in order to be able to apply for YouTube partnership. So unless you were living under some sort of digital rock for the past couple of weeks, you might know that advertisers and associated brands that have been previously advertising on YouTube have pulled out and started boycotting after their content was found to be shown alongside questionable material, to say the least. Now, there are many reasons why this is both like understandable and silly, but I might cover that in another video. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. So YouTube responded in kind by demonetizing a bunch of videos and sometimes entire channels, which is not cool, especially for people who earn a living on YouTube through AdSense, which, I mean, in my opinion, is not the smartest of business models, but it has been working for some people, and this is quite a bit of a bug on the windscreen for them, depending on how things go from now onwards. So creators must now achieve 10,000 lifetime views in order to apply for channel monetization, which is in itself not a bad idea, because it would mean that there's some kind of quality control coming into play here, which is good. But I feel like this is not a very balanced way of approaching the problem, and it kind of sends the wrong message. And my problem is that basing, channel eligibility for YouTube partner program on views alone sends the wrong message, and kind of enables some kind of either bad habits or possible gaming of the system. Like, there's a lot more to having a YouTube brand and a YouTube channel than just views alone, and it doesn't necessarily speak much about the quality of the channel. So let's say somebody started up a channel that had maybe a couple of funny cat videos in it, and somebody who found it or posted it on Reddit and for some reason went viral and ranked up like maybe 10,000, 10,500, 11,000 views in the span of like 1 week. According to the new rules, this channel will be eligible. I mean, if views are only taken into place. But does that really say much about the quality of that channel as a channel and a brand that is supposed to be, bringing YouTube money? So, I mean, is the channel worth monetizing there? What if the channel owner just starts deciding to do different things with this channel? Everyone is eligible to do different things with their channel, but I feel like basing your eligibility for monetization should be rooted in something, content related, not necessarily, views related. On the other hand, we could have let's say a podcast channel that's ranked up about like, let's say just under 10,000, maybe 9,000 views. After maybe a year, 52 videos, one a week, about an hour long, but everybody, about, let's say even like just 10%, that's like lowballing it, just 10% of people have watched the video in its entirety. And at least 10% of subscribers, let's say they have like 500 subscribers, something random, at least 10% of them watch through the entire video every week. according to these arbitrary sets now, the first cat video web channel is more eligible than the podcast channel. But I mean, cat channel has only ranked up about, I mean, I've calculated here 175 hours of view time if everybody watched it through. Um, and by a very low estimate, podcast channel here has ranked up about 950 hours of watch time and a guaranteed 20 hours each week, which cat channel would need about 1,200 videos and 1,200 views on those 1 minute videos. And that's where the YouTube algorithm comes into place. Anybody who's been following YouTube growth and how to grow YouTube channel and how to build an audience knows that YouTube algorithm for 2016 is focusing or is weighting heavily watch time. Watch time is more important to them. So sending your potential employees, which I guess people eligible for AdSense are employees, um, the message that they need to rank up views isn't actually in line with the back end of how YouTube is serving videos to customers. They want you to keep people on YouTube, not just bring them there. So like cat video channel is gonna bring people on from Reddit probably, and they're gonna watch and they're gonna laugh and then they're probably gonna bounce. But like people will come through for a podcast, and if they're interested in it, if it's good content, they're gonna watch through the whole thing. They might even binge. Like I've done that a billion times. Well, not a billion. That's highballing it. But I've done it many times where I found like podcast channels and long form content where I watch through it and then I want to watch a bunch more, and there's a lot more of that content, and I'm staying on YouTube's page, which is what YouTube wants. So what I would propose is actually dropping that 10K down to maybe, I don't know, 5K, but also including like maybe 500 hours of watch time, maybe even 500 subscribers, so that you're sending the right message to your, you know, potential future employees that YouTube channels aren't only about racking up views, they're racking up watch time, and they're racking up building a community and a brand around your channel, which is actually more marketable and thus should be more monetizable. There are other things to channels than just views. And I think this is a more robust way of determining eligibility. I haven't seen like maybe after you reach 10K, then they start analyzing those type of things. But I feel like you should be transparent about that from the get-go. The first thing you see on your analytics page when you go there is watch time. It's clear that YouTube wants more watch time. So don't send mixed messaging that you want future employees to worry about views. Views not really that important. It's about increasing the brand and community on YouTube via your content. Probably another way to approach this in a more robust manner would be to actually wait until people are ranking up a certain amount of watch time a week, so that you're guaranteed that this channel is going to be bringing in viewers and keeping them on YouTube for a certain amount of time, and so they will be seeing a certain amount of ads. So I feel like even that's a possible thing to do. I don't know how YouTube analyzes their stats or whatever, but I feel like bringing it down to one metric is always a problem, because there's not enough like nuance in the way that channels are run. And like if you bring it down to one metric, you're gonna benefit certain types of videos over others, especially because now people are gonna think that, oh, I need to rack up my views, maybe I should just post like thousands of just like 1 minute videos or like 30-second videos or whatever, and get that 1,000 views easily. And I mean, that's an extreme example, but it's something you can wrap your head around. Whereas on the back end, they actually want viewers to sit on YouTube for a longer time. So on a final note, how would you actually change the current rule set, and do do you find things? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Do you believe some other things should also be taken into account? So let me know in the comments down below what your views on this rule is, and do remember to like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below and follow me on all these weird social media thingies. And as always, stay tuned and cheers.